Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Wednesday. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is PJ, and this is Deep Dive Stories. This place where every day at 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, I bring you the most intense stories from Reddit, right? And stories that we really should talk about together in the chat and the comments and give our takes. What would you do? Do you agree with this person? Do you not? Because some of these stories are really wild, man. Today, I got one that, man, it's intense. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about it. So please make sure you hit up the comments. If you do nothing else, I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm not asking you to click on. I'm just asking you to tell me what you think. That's all. All right. Without further ado, Wisdom Wednesday. The story is, it's from, let me get to it. Sorry, guys. No technical difficulties. It is Sunday. Now, this one is a doozy. All right. Again, this one's from the relationship advice subreddit, and the author is name is throw_RA_boss wife. So maybe that means throwaway boss wife. All right, let me have a sip here. All right. The title: I, female 30, want to apologize to the woman, female 36, whose husband, male 40, I slept with. Told you, these are intense. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would do. As a single father, as a man, I'm gonna tell you, but let me know what advice you would give and what your thoughts are on this, family. All right. The story reads: when I was 19, I worked a part-time job while in college. I was working with my manager one night, and it was really slow. We went the last 3 hours before closing just talking. I didn't take any of it as flirting. I knew he was married, and he was 10 years older. I didn't think anything of it. She's 19, that means he was 29, right? Shortly after this, he texted me while I was in class. It was normal conversation till he said, "You're so adorable." I didn't shut him down. We continued texting the whole night. She liked it. All right, here we go. Things from there escalated pretty quickly. We talked all the time. He would call me, he'd come see me at work, and eventually we started hanging out. One day, after walking me to my car after a closing shift, he kissed me. We text each other every night, very late into the night. That night, he asked me to come to his place as soon as she left for work, around 7 a.m. So I would go to his house, then go to class. This became almost an everyday thing. He knew that I was very inexperienced. I had only been with my ex-boyfriend. He said he had no issues going slow, and it started me, his girlfriend. However, he made a rules, no pants when we would be snuggling, which quickly turned into us sleeping together. This went on for about 6 months. We said, "I love you," everything. He became almost controlling, where he'd be mad if I was too friendly with other guys. His wife found out about him calling me, and he had to stop calling myself. He would always call me at the store when I was working and would come by frequently. We stopped hanging out. He ended up leaving the store, but would still call. Then gradually slowed down. I never asked for an explanation. I was confused, but he said all these things to me that were obviously not true. Then he called the store and was unhappy I was with a new guy. He said he didn't want to see me in love with someone else and blocked me on all social media. We haven't talked in almost 10 years. I'm married to the guy he was angry about. We have a baby. I've sat on this for a very long time, and I feel awful about it all. I want to apologize to his wife. I know it doesn't change anything, but I know I caused her pain. Is this something worth doing? Heavy. We got a couple edits here from the comment section, I guess. So I'll read them, but I won't get into the comments. It says, "I hear you all loud and clear. I will not be reaching out." So I guess apparently people were telling her, don't call that man and don't call that woman. She doesn't want to hear from you. It's in the past. Let it be done. It was over 10 years ago. You're trying to clear your conscience, and we'll just open up old wounds for the other people. So you got to eat that. You don't get to clear your conscience. No. Edit number 2, y'all come up with some crazy scenarios. People grow and change in 10 years. Yes, I know what I was doing was wrong, but was being told things from this man. I have known and sat on it being wrong for years. Trust me, I'm very happy. My husband knows and supports whatever I decide to do. Y'all writing some of these things are truly insane. Like I said, man, people are unhinged sometimes. What are my thoughts? Definitely think it's nasty work whenever you are significantly older than someone and trying to manipulate them, right? I've been in a situation where, as an older man, I have dated younger women. I think the biggest age gap I've ever experienced was 13 years, maybe even 15 of me being a senior most recently. And I didn't enjoy it because I felt like there was such a, when it came to life experiences, and there was so much more that she needed to experience before she could appreciate me. And it felt like I couldn't trust her to be who she is today in 10 years, right? Because one thing I've learned about women, and I think most men will tell you about women, at least most women, is that they change. Men, we don't normally tend to stay the same. Who we were at 21 is probably a lot like who we will be at 40. It's just different habits and things. But women sometimes really change. You hear so many women talk about they liked the bad boy when they were younger, but when they got older, they like different guys who were more safe and secure. Men normally probably like the same thing at 21 that they like at 40. But man, this is intense. I don't think she should reach out to this woman. I think she's trying to clear accounts, just like I said. And I don't think that's fair. You did this to this family, right? I don't know if it said that they had a kid, but there was another woman and you went to the house. That's nasty. That woman should have came home one day and found you and whatever happened, because you were wrong, right? I do applaud you for moving on and finding happiness with the next man and not going back and forth with him and prolonging and trying to ruin his life because you had played a partner too. But I don't think you get to clear your conscience, right? It'd be one thing if that woman reached out to you, asking you for details and things like that. But it's over, it's done, and you got to live with it. The part you played, and this is rough. I think that guy was wrong. That wasn't the question, but that guy was wrong for being so jealous about it when he had a whole wife. And if they didn't have a kid, why didn't he leave her? What was the situation around that? This is a story that I'm sure happens so often. A lot of times, younger women like older men. And I've been on the opposite end of this. Now that I think about it, I dated an older woman. I dated a couple older women. I think the biggest age gap was about 15 years, 25 to 40 type deal. And I was so upset at the manipulation tactics that this woman tried to use on me, man. When I look back and think about it, even back in the moment, there were so many different times she tried to manipulate me mentally, get me to do what she wanted. It was great times at times, but it was also times like when I felt like this is just not going to work because we're just on two different levels and two different places in our lives. I think when you're 25, 40-year-olds seem so old, right? It seems so far away. But give it some time, 25-year-old. If you're lucky enough to make it to 40, you find out that your 20s don't seem like they were so long ago. And like it's just a weird feeling. Time just gets faster and faster as you grow older. I know that's not the point of this Reddit story, but people do grow and change in 10 years and a lot can happen. But at the end of the day, this woman wanted to apologize to another woman. What is that apology going to do except for make you feel better? I don't think this woman cares about your apology at this point. 10 years later, if they're still together, hopefully they're through this, but there probably might still be some pain. So you just coming back around, just open up old wounds. Nope, don't do it. That's my take on it from somebody who's been there with the May-December relationship, if you will. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. I really appreciate you guys for checking out these stories, dive stories. I always forget to put on my deep voice when I tell these stories, but I will try to do my best to remember in the future. If this is your first time here, make sure you go back and check out some of the previous stories. We do stories like this every day at 6 o'clock, so please come through, check it out. Love to have you, and I'll love to see you on the next one. Make sure you check out the old ones before you get to the next one. And that's it for the night, man. Don't go breaking any happy homes, you little crazies out there. Terrible. Peace.